Good morning to whoever you are that's popped in. Good morning, or good afternoon. I forget it's not afternoon. Good morning to whoever you are that's popped in. Good morning, or good afternoon. Well, hello, Kathy. How are you? How are you, Kathy? And Kathy was first. It's not morning here. It's 1:14 in the afternoon. It feels like morning as nice as it is. We have an 86-degree day. An 86-degree day. I'm doing good and blessed. Let me hit that like button for my own stream and go back to the beginning. So I see three, but I only see one chatting so far. 10, 14, 11, 14 there. So y'all are, what, 2 hours behind us? That's cool. Good morning, or good afternoon, everyone. Morning to some of you, yes. I love that yup. It's my favorite thing. So, Miss Kathy, what you know good? I see five. Good afternoon, everybody. So, um, oh, nope, it's showing five on my screen and four on StreamYard. So, oh boy, what you cooking, Kathy? I know you're not cooking chicken. I see five too now. You're the only one talking. A lot of people put me on just to listen. Hell no, I knew it. That's okay. Deuce has got to go to the store. Bacon, eggs, biscuit, gravy is what they want, I guess. Yep. I did it, what, not the day before last? Besides, I didn't make biscuits. That was one thing that my grandmother tried to teach me that never stuck was the biscuit making. She used to say, you can tell how it's going to turn out by the way it feels. Whatever. It feels like a mess to me. And how you can make sense and sensibility out of it, I don't know. It ain't easy to me. No, no, no easy. I'd rather get frozen ones and throw them in the oven. I don't even try to make biscuits. My grandmama, she used to get up, she would make the biscuits, and in half of them, she'd put a big old block of cheese and roll it up in there, and in some of them, she wouldn't. So we ended up having like mixed cheese biscuits and regular biscuits. It was always so good. But other than that, I just wanted to come live. Flour, Crisco, and buttermilk. That's what she used. That woman knew in her days when she was alive that she could make a biscuit. Good night. And my people still have a restaurant. My family, her sisters and brothers, and then their children run it now because my Aunt Flossie is dead. But Aunt Flossie, man, she opened up a restaurant in Greenville, North Carolina called Peden's Grill. And you talking about some good home soul food. Ooh, my nana taught me. Yep. They set a buffet out up there every day, but their breakfast biscuits are as big as both of my hands put together. A lot of the food that I cook now, I learned to cook from a combination of a bunch of people. My mother never taught me anything about cooking. She used to tell me she didn't have the patience to teach me. So I watched her instead, and I picked up on a lot of things that she does. Like I can do her cube steak and gravy to this day. I can make my gravy from scratch. I still make my tea the same way she does. Um, well, kind of, her and my dad kind of are similar. Besides of the difference is the way they brew it. Pretty much the same amounts of sugar versus hers or his, but they just brew it differently. And my mom was good at making a lot of things, but most of my recipes that I got from her is stuff like mashed potatoes, how she does those, the tea, the cube steak and gravy, um, just uh, like rice and tomatoes. I'll still make because my mom cooked them. Um, I tried to teach mine are just man. If they ever get out of this stage, but Kathy, I'll be honest with you, my kids are so messy. And then our kitchen is so teeny tiny, and it's like just me and Deuce being in the kitchen alone is a stretch. So you throw me, Deuce, and Chris in there, and it's absolute madness. My dad is the one who taught me how to fry chicken. Um, my mom taught me pork chops, and I've gotten better as I've gotten older at all of it. So I wasn't afraid. I know they need to learn, but they can't learn as high strung as they are right now. Chris is too busy trying to get in the food to really learn to cook. He's a fidgety kid, so he wants to mess with everything. And he winds up, to me, when I'm trying to teach him, he winds up being just in the way in that little bitty kitchen. Deuce has a lot more patience with Chris when it comes to teaching him to cook than I do. And yes, I know they need to learn. And I'm teaching them everything else about how to wash their clothes, how to keep a house clean, all of these things. Deuce can teach them about cooking, and I can teach them everything else. And because of you and the fact that your nana let pass that biscuit making on to you, then you then can pass it down to your kids and so on and so forth. Because the art of really cooking soul food type food is becoming a lost art. People are in too big of a hurry. They don't want to take the time to go home and cook a wholesome meal no more. That's good. Mine are learning slowly. Okay, and like me and Deuce are very different in the way I cook. We cook too because Deuce won't have a set menu or like he won't have set spices. But like when I'm doing chicken, there's only two ways I cook it, or there's only two ways I batter it. I either batter it with or without egg, and I do both. If the chicken is skinless, I always use egg. Um, and to me, the skin is the best part of fried chicken. Um, that's just the way it's always been. My son loves it too. He'll go in there in the kitchen and he'll try to pick them off, the skin off the fried chicken when I get it done. But I do pork chops the same way. I have two ways I cook them. I either fry them with flour or a flour and meal combination. And that's how I batter them. Sometimes I use eggs, sometimes I don't, just like with the chicken. I know you, to each its own. And so basically, I enjoy cooking, but I don't, it's hard for me because my boys have such an appetite. And Deuce is like, we need to cut down, we need to cut down. So it's really hard. But like last night, I think I did pretty good because we've got some baby lima beans that we cooked last night that were really, they turned out awesome. And we're going to rewarm those up. And the rest of it's going to be just whatever Deuce decides to fix tonight. I'm going to let Deuce cook tonight. I got you. That's why I don't have chickens. And if I did get chickens, they would be specifically for laying eggs. And I told Deuce that. I said, if you were to do that, and I have to feed them every day, and I have to watch them grow up, and da 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 da, we won't be having my chickens. We would have to be in really dire straits to do that. But I feel you. But I would love to have chickens just for the eggs because you can't beat fresh eggs. So, hey, Carol. And no, I'm glad you're here. Hold on, let me take care of that right now. All right. So I'll wait on your next comment to see if it took. Yep, there it goes. You got it back. I don't know how it happened. Me or Deuce, neither one took you out. I'm not sure exactly what the deal was, but I did tell you that the next time I went live, if you popped in, I'd get you. So we got you. Um, I'm still not sure exactly how that happened. Oh, you were. How is she? Do tell, or can you tell? Or does it have to be one of them crazy phone call type deals? And I am so glad you got to see Lady Buckeye or talk to her. It is okay, crap happens. I don't have a clue. If you wouldn't have told me, because here lately, now just this morning, I took the time, which is why it took me a few minutes to get the live started. But I took the time this morning to go ahead and figure out what I was doing wrong on trying to hook my purple phone up to the Wi-Fi on my streaming phone. But I figured it out, so we're good to go there. Carol says she's doing okay, just needs a little bit of time, and I'm going to meet up with her in 2 weeks to go camping with the Ohio Freedom Festival. Aw, that is so cool, man. I can't wait to get. We're talking about going to Hagerstown for the anniversary, so I hadn't seen Nina lately, but when she pops in, me and her are supposed to be in conjunction. But the thing is, we have got to figure out a way to communicate. She said she says her email's not working, and she doesn't have Facebook. She doesn't have anything or any way that I can reach her. Bye, Kathy. Oh, have fun cooking. So I'm really perplexed on what to do to fix that situation. There's absolutely no way for me to private chat her and give her my phone number. And the email address that we use for Double Deuces is on the main website. But she can't email me. It's crazy. And I asked her the other day, I said, do you have anybody else's number in the movement? She said, no. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm having a hard time getting a hold of her. Our entire yard is shaded, so it might be hotter out there in the sun than it is in the shade, but it's really comfortable sitting underneath this big old tree. So I have issued a challenge to the chat. If you guys will go through my shorts, it should be the latest short that I put on there. It's just a little game we can play, something interesting, something fun, something different. Oh, there's Nina Rice. Miss Deuce, did you get my emails? I've been busy planning my granddaughter's engagement party. Haven't been listening. And hold on a second. Let me check. Let's see. No, sweetheart, I have not received them yet. Are you using the freedommisfits@gmail.com address? Because I'm not showing them. Oh, yes, I did. I got you. They just popped up and populated. Okay. Whoa, a whole bunch of them. I got them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 of them. We're good. We're good, and I got your number. So what I'll do is give you a call in a little bit. And then we don't have to worry about it no more. So, yeah, I got you, Miss Nina. Gotcha. But, yeah, it's, like I said, it's another beautiful day here. All the flags are beautifully flying. We have a nice breeze. I think the temperature is, okay, it's 87 degrees now. It's 2 o'clock. It's fixed to get to the hottest part of the day. So it ain't going to be too bad. Hi, Live. What's up? Good morning. Are you the only one up?
Yeah.
Please don't wake your quirky brother up.
Oh, I'm not. I'd rather him be sleeping than him be like, feeling
You ladies in here this morning, say good morning, Carol. Say good morning, Carol.
oh, good morning, Carol.
But, so, yeah, I have a challenge in my shorts. You guys share it around for me. I think it'd be interesting. I actually want to post it on Facebook just to see if it helps the numbers on the channel any.
Can I see the chat? Can I man your chat?
No, not now. You just got up for one thing. But we
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go straighten up this living room. Huggy, introduce Huggy.
you don't. Well, here's the thing. Don't straighten up the living room until your brother gets up. But what you can do is pick everything up off the floor and put it back on the round table.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all it's really.
No, well if they need to be dealt. Stop. They need to. No, I'm live now. They need to be dealt with, and they're gonna have to be. I need to talk to y'all about how this is being done. So go on in there and get you a bowl of cereal. Well, don't come back out here right now. She's always everywhere. Good afternoon, Carrie. How you doing? He looks at it like I don't want him to be part of the live. It's just that as soon as he comes out here, then I have to start talking to him and not the chat. And he's like a what is it? He's a diversion. And I don't. I tried to explain to him, and I know they don't understand. But I don't right now. I don't want until he's a little more disciplined. I don't want him involved too much. I want him to be able to handle anything that goes on in the chat before he really, really gets into stuff. So, where you're in Florida, Terry, right? Daddy's been talking about the storms, and we're waiting on the set to hit us. You missed a lot, Carol. But no, it's not that I want to hinder him from being part of the live stream. I just want them to understand that to me it's not a game. So when he's in here, I want him to handle himself in a certain way, and I want him to be old enough to understand that. And right now he's not. He plays too much, and that's not what I want it to be about. He has to pay attention, and as we grow, we're gonna have more people in here. He's got to be able to handle that too. So I'm picky about stuff like that, I guess. Ooh, nobody likes having one phone. I have a backup, and most of the time I use it. But now I'm going to tell you something. Yesterday, when I was out mucking around in the garden and I went live, I could not read my chat at all. And then StreamYard likes to lag, or it'll just daggum the chat will stop on StreamYard. And when it does that, and I don't have a backup phone where I can actually go to my YouTube page, then hold on a second, y'all. I'll be right back. Well, I guess I didn't go anywhere. I guess my phone call disappeared. I only have one phone and an old tablet. Yeah, I couldn't do it. The phone that I use to read the chat is the one that has a sound issue. And as far as taking pictures or even the internet or the way things work, um, it runs fine. The sound's just messed up on it. Carrie says was running you, Jamie, and Kelly. Oh, good grief! I can't do that. I just can't do it. It's not that I can't multitask because I can, but I can't have two or three different streams up at one time. Um, I want to tell you guys, I don't know how many of you know about this. What?
If I stole some of your tea, I did you a favor and whipped up the ice.
Did you crack out all 6 trays?
No, because that's all we need is three. There's still three left. That's okay.
Okay. It's 2:37 here now. I won't be able to talk until 4, so give me a call then. That's fine. Three women trying to keep up with. Nope. Yeah, I feel like the odd man out here other than the daggum dog and cat being a female, which they don't help me none. They don't help balance power. All they do is exist. So, But yeah, you guys that are new in the chat that just came in, you make sure you watch my shorts. I've issued a little Patriot game challenge. It's just an observation thing. Nothing major. But you guys participate, it'll be fun. Um I'm still trying to figure out how not Carrie, but how Carol lost her wrench. That just mystifies me. She was like, "What did I do? I don't have a wrench no more." And I was in StreamYard that day, so of course I couldn't see that she didn't have it. So, and it upset me, but I had to wait until I got back. Got her in chat is the easiest way to mod her. So, and not only that, but I changed your settings just a little bit, Carol, if you have noticed. You were made a different type of moderator. So, that's going to come into play. We need to do the same thing to Third if I can get her in here. Oh man, did he ever get to use the bathroom? Hey y'all. I try to. I try to, Carrie. That's the way it is. It's always going to be that way. I'm always going to say it like it is. Um, it's like I was telling that to Dukes. I said, or actually, no, I was saying that to my dad just the other day. I told my dad, it may have been yesterday, I said, I will never again not speak my mind. It doesn't do any good. And a lot of people, because of that, don't know how to take me. But, until you actually either one, have a phone conversation with me where you can actually figure out who I'm about and who I am, or B, you meet me in person and we actually do something together. Until you learn who I am firsthand, no one should judge me. But because I stand tall and I come out and I say things just like it is intended to be, and I don't hold my tongue, a lot of people over time, especially now, general public, friends, whatever that you meet, don't know how to take it. And number two, people generally don't want to hear what I have to say because they want to act like it doesn't exist. Why would you? Okay, Chris, did I tell you not to come back out here? Have your breakfast and stuff. We'll fix it. So, one of my biggest things that I've got to deal with is, um, and just a little point to ponder for the chat, is I've been watching a lot of the shorts on YouTube. Well, on the YouTube shorts, you're starting to see a lot of celebrities that are coming out and speaking out vocally about what's been going on in Hollywood and some of the crap that's going on behind the scenes. Now, I do not know if this is to cover their ass because of the Sound of Freedom coming out and now in the theaters. They've only stopped it and kept it from being released for 4 or 5 years now. So Jim Caviezel has finally gotten this movie into the theaters, and now all of a sudden Hollywood is coming out and showing a presence, and you're starting to see people agree with the common belief that what we believed was going on in Hollywood is really going on, as much as they wanted to call us liars and things of that nature. Yes, it's going on, and too much of Hollywood now is talking about it. And people need to pay attention. So as it's beginning to be where more and more people are coming out and speaking out about what's going on, they're fixing to have a real big problem. Because these are people that's in California. These are people that hobnob with them and rub elbows with them. Or either they've chosen not to do so, one of the two. So, and some of these videos on YouTube Shorts is naming names. I like it when they name names. So, We'll see what happens, but it's really getting interesting. Well, either that or like the words of Roseanne Barr, not that she was always one of my favorite people, but now that I've gotten older, I have a lot more respect for her and appreciation for her and what she has to say. But she laid out a video, I believe that video posted on TikTok, because based on what I was told, YouTube has shut her down. And, well, that's why I say, Carrie, they're probably just covering their ass now. The ones that may have not been so iffy about it in the beginning and may have not participated in it or whatever, but or the people that were against it but were too afraid to speak up because they were scared they were going to hurt their careers. I mean, when did we as a society become so dependent and lovers of money that we're willing to do all of these things that Hollywood has done, all in the guise of making more money? Hey, Bet, I mean, the shit that has went down in Hollywood, and then we are the ones that support them with that, y'all. We go to the theaters on the night the dadgum movie comes out to get them tickets we can't wait to get. We are the ones that go to the concerts because we have to be there and have to hear the music. And we don't, and we know what's going on behind the scenes. You know, we know what they're doing. And yet we are still supporting them, just like Walmart and Amazon and big pharma. All that. We have a choice not to be a part of it. And if enough people that have make that choice stand up together, we can make a difference. But we're going to literally, if it means that we have to drive an extra 15 miles to go get meats, so be it. If it means we have to go to the lady up the street who has the chickens, that has the fresh eggs, go get them. We might have to be a little more creative in the way we handle stuff, but honestly, we are the reason that Hollywood was successful. It was the glamour, it was the lies, it was all this and all that, and just, every time you were around some people. But every single one of these jokers became rich off of all they were doing behind the scenes and how they were grooming these kids and using them at an early age, child actors. And Disney is 100% complacent, if not behind it. If not behind it. Like 100%. Like 100% Disney is behind it. And if not, they are half of the ringleader. Just think about it. How many Disney cartoons has your children watched? How many Disney cartoons have you bought? How many Disney cartoons have you went to the theaters to give your kids something different to do? How many outfits by Frozen do you buy? I mean, any way you want to slice it, we're supporting them. We are supporting them. That's why I keep saying they are elite, because we keep making their pockets richer every single day. That's all we do is make these mother MFers rich, wealthy beyond measure, to the point that they think they can now control the whole damn world and annihilate everybody that isn't in their elite class, which is going to be about 99% of Americans and people around the world. Oh, yeah, they're there. And if you go back and watch them now, you can see them. That's what throws everybody off. Throws everybody off. You know, if you really pay attention, or you have the ability to like slow a movie down and actually like watch it in slow motion, it would shock you what you see. Carol Burton says, I used to have a whole Christmas Disney theme tree and room. It's all gone. Absolutely 100%. I stand with you. I told my chat this year, if anybody wants to help by sending anything, I'd appreciate it, because money's tight in this house like everybody. But I want my tree to be all patriotic this year. I want red, white, and blue balls. I want flags. I want anything patriotic and representing our country on that tree. It's going to be a red, white, and blue Christmas tree, and I want blue lights. I'm going to have a white tree with blue lights, and I want to have a big red, white, and blue. Instead of an angel, I want to have a big red, white, and blue bow at the top instead of an angel. So, yeah, I'm definitely making changes this year. And so, my days of going to the theater are over. I might go to the theater and buy a bucket of popcorn and leave. I mean, seriously, or pay somebody to get me a bucket of popcorn. Carrie says, all the way from the word sex to sex acts hidden in sceneries. Correct. Or a straight out dick that's supposed to be a flower. Carol says I should put an eagle on the top of the tree. How about an eagle and a flag or a ribbon together? How about we see if we could get Crafton Kelly, if I send her the money for the supplies, if she can make me one live? Wouldn't that be cool? I wish this is when I know she's live, so I know that's why Red Cactus isn't in here. But I can tell Red Cactus that, and she'll deliver the message, which would be awesome. That would be really, really cool. And to get it handmade by her, or maybe Glory B, somebody that makes stuff, but Glory B's mainly in the jewelry. But I wonder if I approached her with the idea of making our tree topper, if she could do it. I don't know. Either one of them ladies could handle it. And see, what I like about Kelly's page is that when Kelly is crafting, she like interacts with her chat to a point.
But, if we're gonna eat breakfast, real quick, can you go grab me 2 things of ramen since I can't go in there?
No, you can go in there and make you some cereal. How can the milk be spoiled? Deuce just bought it. It's around the rim. You need to get something and wipe the rim off, and I guarantee you it's fine.
It's chunky.
I'll be in there in a minute. Now, see, because of this, I completely lost my train of thought. I have no idea what I was fixing to say. He stopped me right mid-sentence. So anyway, that's like I was telling my dad too. I'll just pick up somewhere else until one of y'all can remind me what we were discussing. Kelly, yes. The reason I like Kelly and her crafting is because, like, if somebody makes a suggestion, she actually will, like, comprehend it and listen to it. And sometimes you're lucky enough that she'll actually do it. And I was one of those people. And so I really like the fact that she really does rely on the chat to help her, and that she uses their ideas in her products. And it's really, really cool the way she does it. So being that a lot of the same people, and I know that there's people that were like, well, a group of these people are not patriots and a group of them are, but they're kind of integrating into the chat, and I'm running into them everywhere else too. So it's like this, regardless of the motive, they're all together and they're in there for a common reason. And when it comes to the crafting, she does really good, and she's awesome with the chat. So I think it would be really cool to get her on board to make this thing. And then she could be making it live, and I could be watching her. So it would be awesomely cool. And all I really need to do is send her the stuff to get the items. And I would rather it be handmade by somebody and be special than go to Walmart and buy it and it be damn supporting Walmart. If I could drive and I could go everywhere we needed to go to get the food and the non-essentials and all of that, me and Deuce would be shopping completely different. I would not be going to Walmart because I've gotten to a point where there was a time when I had to walk. And see, if you have to walk places you go, then the first thing that you're going to do is try to find a place that has everything in one spot, which would be Walmart. I don't know. I like the Eagle idea better, actually, Carol. Um, because it's not that I don't want to put a cross up or that I have a problem with a cross. But when I say I want the whole tree patriotic, I mean I want it all decked out in red, white, and blue. I don't want, I'm even not going to put, if I can get enough red, white, and blue balls and flags and gnomes, and it's got to have the flag in it somewhere. Whatever we put on it has got to have the American flag on it because I want it all to blend, or it needs to be like solid red, white, and blue balls. And everything else from this point on is going to be put up. Like some of the ornaments that I have now were from when, Carol, can you, just in case there happens to be somebody in here that don't go to Crafting with Kelly's channel, can you please post her link for me? But aside from that, I just, you know, Deuce's mama gave me like all these decorations, and some of them were stuff that Deuce made when he was like 5, 6 years old. And it has the dates and it's got pictures and it's got all these things, and they're really, really special. Those ornaments will never get lost. But everything else, I am going to do things differently from here on out. Like I said, my Christmas tree is going to be decked out completely in red, white, and blue this year. I've made up my mind when I took my tree down last year. I'm a patriot. I'm going to live my life as a patriot, and I'm going to stand as a patriot. So there you go. And this year I'd like to do like a competition between the chat on the prettiest Christmas tree, and everybody get involved. And my tree, of course, will not be able to be in the running. That's unfair. It's just not going to happen. So everybody else can have a competition. There's a lot of things I'd like to do. And maybe we can all get big enough that we can like sponsor a prize for the winner. You know, the more we work together to help the channel grow, the better off we're going to be. So we could do a decorating contest with the chat. We could make a little video and put it up so that everybody knows we're going to do it. And if we, thank you very much, Carol, for popping her link up there. I do not know. Hey, Barbara. I do not know if anyone has actually been in there or not. But to watch this woman do some of the stuff she does is amazing. And it's a pleasure to sit there and be a part of her chat because she actually listens. So if you like crafting, y'all check her out. And like I said, we will see. I'll get with Red Cactus and see if I can get her to deliver a message to Kelly for me. Barbara, I have not seen you in chat in some time. How are you doing? How are you doing? Everybody that hasn't, please hit that like button for me. Y'all, we are so struggling. We got 317 subscribers. Every single one of those subscribers are legit subscribers. Like, you work in tooth and nail to get them. My Freedom family is helping me a lot. My shorts are helping me a lot. So you guys, even if all you do is go in there and hit the thumbs up and put "Love You, Miss Deuce" or put "Freedom" or put some flags, you guys help me get the views up, because I want to get to where we can stand on our own on YouTube. Is what I would like to do. I'm not trying to catch you, Carrie. But see, now, and I don't mean that this is, but Convoy Santa explained it to me in a way that I understood it one day, and I don't mean no disrespect by this at all, Carrie. But what I'm going to say is this. Santa told me on the phone one afternoon, he said, Angela, he said, there's a big difference between my channel and your channel. And I said, no, there's not. You've got like, I don't know how many subs Santa's got. Carol, how many subs does Santa's channel have right now? Okay. Just post it up there for me because we're both mods, but I can't go there right now. I am working on the blankets. Cool. What blankets? Did I miss something? Were you the one that's making the patriotic blankets as well? I don't know. I'm lost. So anyway, Santa said, as soon as I see the amount, the total, I'll let y'all know. But whatever his subscribers were, he told me, he said, you got to remember, he said, I got my subscribers 1,000 in like 5 minutes because of TPC. He said, your 300 and something that you have are all from you and your 8.88 subs. That's 8,000, I guess. That's a lot of subs, and that number's come up way up. So what I'm saying is he's like, everybody was like subbing to everybody. He was like, whereas any other channel that has built itself after that, independently of the movement, is doing it on its own. You're absolutely correct on that, Carrie. But so I know my numbers are going to move slow. You know, the more and more involved I become in freedom, though, the more they're going to grow. That's exactly right. Oh, that is awesome. I want to see pictures when you're done. Or a video or something. So, you know, Santa made sure that he showed that there was a very distinctive difference. And so I am really, really, really trying to get us up there. And I'm also I'm on Facebook every day looking at events, trying to find something that would really awaken people, you know, that's close by, that maybe, or something that's in Dallas that maybe me and Ann Lake could link up together and head up there. And both of us take our live streams. I think it would be really, really cool. And so, right, they were all linked together. That's what I'm saying. It started out with TPC, and I can't remember who the original people we started following was. But me personally, the first person I saw was Mudpig. And then I became acquainted from Convoy Santa because of Mudpig. And then I also got into Trucker G and First Responders Media and Oreo and so on and so on and so on. So, I mean, they were all linked right there together. And then I remember them days so vividly because we were sitting there all just with like bated breath, just watching everything go down. And, you know, we there was moments when the whole chat would light up and we were all squalling, or there was times when we would get excited or we would be sad, and it would be like the group as a whole, you could just watch the chat just really feel for what these men were standing up for. And yeah, it's called Unity, and it was absolutely amazing to be a part of it. And when you're there in person, it changes everything. Because I've heard, I think it's Patriot Q. Hold on, let me get it. Let me make sure. Let me get my junk in order. Nope, it's Mags Americans. It was Mags. That's what I was trying to do, is get my head together. Um, exactly. Everybody linked to the other one. So when Mags came in, and Mags was there the morning that I met Santa on the lawn, and up until that point, I had heard his voice 1,000 times. I had walked around the house and had him up on the big screen and just listened to y'all talk, all the streamers, just listening. And then it began to become like it started like getting really in my bloodstream and my blood system. And then I noticed one day that the movement had brought me out of my dark depression that I was in, and that Santa specifically had really restored a lot of faith in me that I had in God, and just in my situation, He helped me kind of clear the fog, and it was therapeutic for me to be involved in it, and it was something positive, and it made me feel good about my country and about my fellow man, and so yeah, okay, cool. Carol, send them. I can't check it till I get off the phone, Carol, but I will look at it. And when Mags, yeah, and then when Mags was talking about one day in a chat, just like I randomly was talking about Kelly, and I randomly talk about Carol, and I randomly might mention Red Cactus, and I'm getting excited, y'all, because she's fixing to send my cactuses. They're fixing that. She was boxing them up yesterday. I can't wait for them to get here because I'm going to plant them bad boys live. I got you. So when I met Santa, I had heard him talk so much that when I came busting out of Mags's van that morning because I had to go to the bathroom, and it was a race against time, and I heard Mags said, I heard Mags and Santa talking while I was heading to the bathroom, and I heard Mags go, I thought that was Carol. And then Santa goes, no, that is not Carol. I met Carol. That is not Carol. And so they still don't know who I am. And so when I finally got in face to face with him, I hugged him so tight, and he hugged me so tight, and I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried on him because he was just bigger than life. And it did me too, Carol, to be honest with you, it saved me in a lot of ways. If I had to sit here and tell you the dark place that I had gotten, and that I could not see my way out, and had just about given up hope on ever getting out. And Deuce asked me last night, he said, a year ago today, would you have ever said that you would be where you are now? And I was like, no, not that was when Uncle Deuce was just another mod in a chat that cracked me up in Santa. I mean, that I flirted with him and played around with him because he played back. I mean, he played back. That's why I loved it. He made me laugh. And that's why I loved Uncle Deuce. So we would come up with some crazy stuff, just like Carol making Troll House cookies. Just any and everything we could think of to keep the chat laughing. And that's who Uncle Deuce was a year ago today. Well, I'm not trying to make anybody cry. I'm just being honest. Barbara says, I suffer from depression and anxiety, and Santa is my safe to go and listen. Right. And you couldn't help but be inspired by just listening to him. And he is just as gentle in person, y'all, is what he looks like on live stream. There is no difference. And that's what the most awesome thing about it is when I hugged him, he wasn't sure who I was. But when I looked at him, I said, I'm one of your mods. And he was like, oh no, but which one? And I'm like, I'm Angela Brewster, not Carol. So yeah, and I don't have a single picture of my meeting with Santa. If there is a clip out there anywhere, but I don't think there could be because I don't think anybody was live streaming that early. And yeah, he gave me this big old bear hug and just he just let me cry for a minute. And it was awesome. It was literally the most awesome thing I've experienced in a long time was just being a part of that. So, and I think the other, if there was, okay, well, there was actually 4 people specifically that I met with the movement that really I will never forget. Glory Be Freedom was one. Um, Santa was another. First Responders Media was another one. And third of its kind was the other one. Um, but I got to meet Red Mama. I met Hippie Mama. I met Big D. It was a blast. No way ever could I forget it. I have never had so much fun ever. I was scared out of my mind to be there. But even though I was afraid, I still did it because I would have never forgiven myself had I not done it at that point. Yeah, I'll go along with that. But who is 45 minutes from your house, Santa? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm reaching out to a lot of people to see if I can collab with them. And I think that would be cool. There's been a couple of people that I found on YouTube that I really, really like. So, you know, I can't even begin to express to y'all. Oh, and I forgot one. Stormtrooper was my next one. There's 5. Stormtrooper, Deuce and Stormtrooper's chat were working hand in hand to get me in there that night. If it wouldn't have been for that whole crew, I would have never made it. Stormtrooper was the only one still alive that time of night. And he's my heart because me and Carol and Uncle Deuce were there when his channel come up off the ground. Oh wow. I haven't talked to him. I haven't even seen him live in a while. I haven't been keeping up with it though like I should. I'll be the first one to admit it. I've been procrastinating. I got a lot of crap going on. The kids are out of school for the summer. And somebody in the chat had mentioned that they missed the morning coffee videos. I got to get the kids back in school. Y'all just wait. When the kids go back to school, I can go back to doing that because I have to get up early. Now I can sleep a little late. So sometimes I do. Santa's been sick. What's going on with him? Is he okay? Please tell me it's just like a cold or something. Carol, this ain't going to be your first hug from Convoy Santa, I'm sure. No, you've met him before. He's better. That's good. He's getting better. It took 2 different antibiotics, but they're finally kicking in. He will be fine. Now, did he drive the whole time he was sick? Or was it the last time I saw him live? I think he was at home. Or has he been home all this time? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. So he did take off. And the last thing on his mind is live streaming, I'm sure. I'm waiting on the day for him to jump in my chat, but he hasn't yet. One day, maybe. So my neighbors are working on a lawnmower. Maybe one day he will. He's busy. And most of the time when I'm live, um, he is driving. And I'm glad to hear that he's feeling better. That's awesome. I've seen mags in mine too. And I go in mags too. That's why, because I mean, Nina Rice and I are trying to, now we'll be able to plan it. But if we go to Hagerstown, which is the plan, I want to go to Camp Freedom while I'm there. That would be awesome, Carol. That would be awesome. That way I can personally tell him how much I love him. All right, Barbara, you put your phone on charge. Have a good day and a blessed one. That's the best kind, isn't it? Is that the one that's been in the back of your truck? Okay. So my neighbor picked a mower up off the side of the road or the trash, and he just cranked it up. It works just fine. No, I haven't been watching it today. Okay, Carol, I've been missing bits and pieces of it. There are people in the sub for Titanic. I know that. And what's happened? Can they just not find the damn submersible or what? I have not seen the whole story on it yet because there's live coverage and it's picking. They're just carrying it. So I'm trying to find out what happened to begin with. And then the bigger question is who was on the sub and why? Were they there on the sub just to explore the Titanic wreck and it just went wrong? They have found debris from the sub. Oh no. So what are they thinking happened? It blew up or got blown up? Dang, I lost all my folks. Air tags. What is an air tag? Oh no, it imploded. Oh no. So what did it do? Did it lose power and just go too deep? Or did it implode as soon as they're they've been using them submersibles on the Titanic for what since 1985 when when the Titanic wreckage was found. So that's kind of weird. Well, at 2.5 miles down, there's going to be pressure. But that's what I'm saying. The submersibles that they are building were supposed to be made for this kind of stuff, for this kind of deep dive, especially considering that the Titanic sank in the North Atlantic in under 2.5 miles of water. So sad. How many people was on that submersible? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Are you talking about the little vest that's got the little beacon on the top of it? Is that what you're talking about? 5. Hey, okay. I've seen them. They give them to you when you're on a plane, or you have one under your seat. I do not understand why someone would pay 250,000 to go on a sub ran by the PlayStation remote. Hell yeah. Same reason they'll get in a damn car and let it drive itself. Tracy Robinson, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So they're from Apple. $250 million piece of equipment. There is no way. There is no way you would get me to go on anything like that. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Okay, so I have a Patriot challenge up on a short. You guys go into my shorts, and if you don't do nothing but turn them on and let them play, you ain't got to even pay attention if it's not your thing, because I videotape butterflies. I'm a nature lover, so I'm always outside taking pictures and stuff like that. That's why she said air tag. That's what they pay. That's what they paid each. Okay, that's crazy. No, to be honest with you, if they can, okay, if they can take pictures of your license plate going up and down the street driving in the city that you drive in, and then let's say, hypothetically speaking, you disappear with your car and you stay disappeared with your car for many, many years, then there's a high probability that you and your car are underwater. If they can find your vehicle after many years underwater with you in it, or they can find your last ping on your cell phone, and you know cars now have electronic devices where you're being tracked all the time. They know exactly where that car is at all times, especially if payments is being made on it. So either way, they know where you are. So you're telling me that they had a $250 million piece of equipment that you could not track. Virtual. Okay. Hi. How you doing? What do you mean it's different underwater? Carol, did you also hear me when I told you that you have been given a new mod position? That like you are a different type of mod. Did it tell you that when you got your notification? It costs more than that. Oh my goodness. Oh, you talking about $250 million just to ride the sub? Oh, hell no. Again, that's the elite doing nothing but spending extra money. Or their bratty ass kids spending extra money. Okay, you're going to be the only one, Carol, other than Deuce and I. So just know that. Well, I might. I've already got third set up, though. I might leave her the way she is. Well, yeah, I saw that. And like, I watch enough Adventures with Purpose and Chaos Divers and Exploring with Nug and all that because they hey, what's up, Larry? Larry, what brings you to my chat? Are you saying I am regurgitating media narratives? This is not a mainstream media channel. This is a live streamer. Yes, they use sonar. They sure do. They do. They do. And like if it's a recent case, it reads on the bottom completely different than it does if it's been sitting there for many, many years. But it works, and they're able to find them. And I figure a submarine should have some kind of sonar on it or some kind of beacon on it where they know where that daggum thing is. What's the point in putting all those on planes if they, I mean, does the plane going underwater keep them from finding it? No one in here is talking about TV. As a matter of fact, you ain't going to find no TV coverage in here. You're not going to find no media coverage in here, especially mainstream media. You're not going to find anybody that is a leftist or leftist ideas. You're not going to find anybody that is like into all these grooming of kids. Yeah, I think you're in the wrong channel. So let's see. Larry, this is a patriot channel with family and friends chatting, having a good time, and that absolutely is what it is. There's my girl. Good evening, Italian. Carol Burton, Larry, because we can, and that's true too. It's been located. It imploded from pressure. They have all perished. That's so sad. Carrie says, apparently none are close. Yeah, from plane only penetrate so far. Gotcha. No, we're not rightists. We are, what we are is a freedom family. We believe in our Constitution. We believe in the Bill of Rights. We are not a democracy. We are a republic. And we've always been a republic. And we are about keeping those freedoms. And we are not about big tech. We are not about big pharma and all their lies. And we're not about a fake president either. So there you go. Again, we are patriots. They might want to pull it up. There's a lot of people that's going to want them bodies. I mean, to somebody, they're a mom, a dad. Did you leave your hometown for better education and opportunities? No, I did not. Graduated from high school locally, graduated from college locally, grew up most of my life in southern Georgia. I have a lake, my dad has a lake property on Lake Sinclair that will one day be mine. And I live in Texas. But no, it wasn't, it was never education. Why would I pay $400,000 to indoctrinate my children? I am so against my kids going to college. I told both of my boys, you go to tech school and get a degree in something specific. And it's just that simple. Don't pay all that money to go to college. It's a waste of time. All it is another way to put a young American just starting his life or her life out in the world in debt immediately. So Carol says, Larry, what are you talking about? Italian says, Carol. And then Italian says, Larry, what is your reasoning for these type of questions? And then Virtual says, hey, where the hell are you from? And Virtual says, Larry, bye. Doctors are liars too. Big Pharma and the doctors were all complicit in the COVID lie. All of them were. All of them were. And they should all go to jail. Everybody that had any part of that should go to jail. We just lost one. Was that Larry going bye-bye? No. He can rant if he wants to. Okay, so what's your point? Are you in here because you're anti-patriot? Or are you in here because you're anti-leftist? Which one is it? Are you here to pick my brain because all you got to do is ask? I'll tell you. Because one thing I won't do is kiss nobody's ass. Nobody's. I haven't said nothing. I haven't taken him out. I haven't timed him out. If he gets out of line, I will. Yeah, exactly. And as long as he don't disrespect me, we're fine. I mean, honestly, no, it's not old money versus new money. There is no new money. That's what people fail to realize.
I'm sitting there for about 2 hours.
That's what people fail to realize. There is no new money. All the money is nothing but a loan anyway. Every dollar that is printed and made is just putting us further into debt. So, I mean, it's just all it is a big debt game. A big debt game. That's all it is because we couldn't pay our bills as a country. I'll be right back. Come on, Chris.
No. Hi.
All right, sorry about that. I had to go. So let me go up and see what I missed. No, it's not. No, it's not. Most people, most Americans, well, let me put it this way. You're asking the wrong people. You're talking about Republican versus Democrat. This is about the American people. And this room is about the American people. This is not a debate between the left and the right. But I do not like leftist ideas. No, I don't. That's exactly right. It's not backed up with debt. It is debt. Italian Princess is right. It's about a battle of good and evil. No, you didn't. You're stingy. You're stingy. You want it all. And you want us to keep making you rich. And we're not going to do it. If you're including we as in a leftist, no, it's not. Because you can't be a leftist and be a patriot and agree on what goes on in America. It's not possible. You cannot be a leftist with leftist ideas and believe in patriotism and freedom. and a country because the leftists are taking it apart. They're killing it. Do you really believe Joe Biden knows what the hell that fool is doing up there in the White House? No, he don't. He belongs in a nursing home. But the dollar has nothing to do with it. The Fed was set up to deceive the people and to keep them in debt. That's why it was built, to make the man who made it rich as hell. And it did just that. And he has opened up credit card companies that increase debt even more. And he has opened up institutions, and they financially support and back every product made in the world and all this other crap. So there you go. It's real simple. We work to make them richer. We work to make them richer. Every day we work to make them richer. The bills we pay makes them richer. The stuff we buy makes them richer. Everything that we do in our society does nothing but benefit them. I'm sorry, you can say what you want to. Freedom's for everybody. It's not just for the left, the right, the conservatives, the rich, the poor, the black, the white, the men, the women. It's not about that. It's for all people. But the greed for money has got in the way and corrupted the mind of so many that they've lost sight of that. So until they fix it, nothing's going to fix it. Because right now we're not getting any support because we're not in their ideology. That's why. And we actually work, and we work every day, and we live off the land and shit. I'm not going to buy into the government going to sit here and take care of me. I'm going to get out and work. And yes, that's exactly what it is. Do you really believe that the Biden administration, being all Democrats, is supporting the red states? No, because we can't be balled out. Some of them have been balled out. That's why we have rhinos. And I don't care if I'm the poorest state. If I've got my daggum pride in being an American, and I got pride in myself, and I can carry myself a certain way, then I don't care what they think. We are red, white, and blue. That's right. Carol, that is absolutely correct. In here, we bleed red, white, and blue. We don't bleed red or blue.
I did this in front of my brother, and my brother said I'm getting one back.
That's another reason too, Italian. Go. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Oh yeah, because all these illegal aliens that are crossing the border are being given everything that every American strives for. That's having a hard time. Single family homes that depend on food stamps and stuff to live, they're getting it all. They're just laying it out to them and then giving them money too. Trucking illegals to Kentucky and West Virginia now. Oh, they're sending them everywhere. And you better believe they're going to the swing states because the swing states need the vote. They absolutely are bringing them into the swing states. Georgia being one of them. All of the top electoral vote states, that's where the illegals are going. Of course, they're going to hell Biden. He gave them everything. You want to do away with the gold standard. Which way are you going? The gold standard hasn't existed since the 70s. No, Larry, that's not what's happening. Joe Biden has opened the borders. Can y'all, no, get inside. Stop coming out here now. This is getting ridiculous. Shut the door. Sorry, I had to get on to my kids. Most illegals are being brought in here by bus, by planes. They're not walking. They're leaving everything they left at the border, everything they had, and they're walking in because they're being shuttled in and somebody's being paid. Somebody's making money off of what's going on, and children are being raped and murdered every day. Mothers are being murdered and raped every day. No, we're not a country of immigrants. We are a country of Americans. And whether you are from any country is not the point. Come into the country legally. That's what you do. Larry is a bot or a troll because he just wants to argue. It seems like. Yep, most people that did, but here the last 3 years it hasn't been. You're all about the logarithms. You're on their side. Who cares? I don't care about logarithms. And neither do my kids. And my kids don't live in the matrix either. And if it kills me, they're not going to stay there. And Mexicans are not allowed in. My ancestors were immigrants. I am second generation Italian American, but she's an American. That's the whole point. Don't let them in droves. You could be letting child rapists, murderers, serial killers, drug dealers. Who the hell knows what you're letting in? Yeah, you will never find anyone in this chat going, go to college, go to college. I won't ever tell my kids to do that. Not here. Well, just give him a minute, Carol. I ain't worried about it. If he gets out of line, I'll tell you to get him out. Harvard University, Yale University, that ain't nothing but a bunch of 33rd degree Masons trying to brainwash our dadgum kids. That's right. That's right. Italian, get him. That border is just as open. There's live streamers associated with us down there showing everybody. If your boys learn AC, they will always have a job. I know, right? AC and refrigeration repair and crap like that, computers. And that's what I think they need is a trade. They don't need to go to college and take 30 classes that they don't need and take 10 that they do. But you can't graduate unless you take all 40 kind of shit. And not only that too, but I don't have college education money. I can't afford to send them to school, and their grades ain't good enough for them to get a free ride. And you know what? That's where people are stupid right there, Carrie, and you are so right. Intelligence is not measured in whether you got a degree or not. If you really want to gain some intelligence, you can do two things, in my opinion. Oh, shit. You can do two things, in my opinion. You can stand up. And you can, damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh, knowledge. You can stand up and you can talk to people that's older than you and learn from the past. Or you can open up a damn book and actually read. But as far as taking the advice or banking on the advice of any person living and breathing, I prefer to do my own research. 1 year at Toledo University, 15 years ago for my son, $18K. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. What it's all about is taking brand new American people, young, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and immediately putting them in debt. And really, the degrees really ain't going to help you that much. All it's doing is giving you a fundamental that you got for 13 years, a little more advanced, but unless you're going into medicine and you have to do clinicals or nursing, EMTs and stuff like that, the stuff that you're doing, that you're learning from a book can't teach you real life experiences. If that was the case, we would all have perfect kids. We'd mail order them. I'm kind of glad, sometimes my kids ain't perfect. I have a degree too, a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology. And it cost me entirely too much money. And because I had kids, didn't help me none because I had to be a single mom. Yep, that's it. There's a bunch of them. Kids just want to get away, so they'll go to school, but they don't want to do the work. Or they really want to go to school and they get the education and go on about their lives. But see, you can get a nursing degree at a tech school. You don't have to go to college to get that. They just want to put you in debt. Hold on, let me go back up to Italian.
Aiden doesn't want the chicken, so I'll have to
shut the door.
He's not eating.
Well, then later. Hey, you only get 2.
I already made both.
Okay, then he's going to eat. Do doctors and teachers don't need a college education no more? You want to know why? Because they're not. Shut the daggum door.
He says I'm gonna get the chicken one. I don't.
That's all there is.
I don't like.
Okay, well you're going to eat it, or you're not going to eat it all. All right, let me go back up. Hold on, let me deal with this. Do doctors and teachers need college education? Yes, doctors do. But if they offered it in a cheaper rate, why charge so much for an education? Okay. And number 2, teachers don't need shit. They're not teaching no more. A computer is. Listening in at the stuff that you're listing off. Everything that you're listing off ain't even jobs unless you want to be lucky enough to work for NASA. And see, schools are totally political. They are so worried about their wokeness and making sure that they got to be woke that they are like ostracizing over, I'd say 75% of the Italian, not the Italian, but 75% of the American population. I mean, you can't do that. Italian says, Larry, I personally am not saying a college degree isn't worth it. I will always depend on the field chosen. And in most cases it is, but they charge entirely too much and they're worried about starting you out in debt. I don't know, but it ain't me. And for the people who went to school, they could have went to tech school and learned the same thing. It's called computer graphics. It's all done on computers, and then you take what's done and you put it in blueprints and then you build it. The only reason that you guys think that that's an advantage at all is because they have brainwashed you for the last 50 years into thinking you cannot make it without a college education. We cannot make it if you don't go and spend $500,000 to get a piece of paper that took you 4 years to get. Then we can actually give you permission to work. We have a troll. We have a troll in our room. We got a troll, baby.
Oh, yeah?
We have our first troll, Larry the troll.
Larry the troll.
Yep, his name is Larry. Do you speak to him over here?
No, I'm good.
You can't take my last cigarette, Deuce.
I'm going to take half of your last one.
Are you going right? Well, I told you an hour ago to get up and go. Nah, I'll let Carol take him out. Carol, go ahead and get him.
No, we like trolls.
Knowledge, no, power. Power is what you see. Power and money. Virtual says, I'm still trying to understand what Larry is even talking about. Lots of love. It's my Friday. No work for 2 days. Well, yeah, but still, I mean, what's the point in him coming in here with all his little leftist ideas, but yet he wants to act like that only the people that are like super smart can build a fucking foundation to a building? Because that's just not the way it goes. My baby right here can build a foundation to a building. And he's been working with wood all his life. And he never went to college. So bite me, it can be done. And he's just as smart as anybody else. Right, baby?
Wrong leg was wrong. The dollar was backed by oil.
Oh, and the dollar was not backed by gold, it was backed by oil. Thank you. According to my mister.
Yeah, that's why we're having such a big problem when
And
Biden killed our oil reserve.
yeah.
That's what he was doing. He's killing just the value of a dollar.
And you know what else? I'd be mindful how you talk back to the man that just spoke, okay? I'm just saying. The ladies are going to enlighten you a little bit. That's the one you don't play with. That's right, it's confusing. Gary said he was all over the place. I think they took him out. I don't know. Carol, did you get him? I imagine Carol got him. Carol's the only like advanced mod we have. She kind of got a little more power than everybody else. So yeah, I figured she did. Carol got him. Get him, Uncle Deuce. Nina says, get him, Uncle Deuce.
No, it's real.
That's right. She never has played. That's why she's my mod. I've known her for a long time. You know, Virtual, I don't know if you actually heard the story behind that, but when I decided to make a channel, me and Deuce both, since it's our dual channel. Well, I know that y'all can as mods, period. But the reason I gave Carol a managing mod thing is because if anything ever happened, she can help me tweak it. Sometimes, I don't know. Hey, Luke Baker, it's good to see you back. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. I know she's got a little more, and if something I don't know how to do because I'm so illiterate. When I took her in there this time, because she was removed as a mod, and I don't know why. So I just went ahead and made her a managing mod. So when she goes in there, if there's something I don't know how to do, she can help me. So that's what that's about.
Do you have any ideas for dinner?
Not chicken.
Okay.
And Kathy's in the background going, thank you. No chicken tonight, please. Just something different. But you're cooking tonight.
Barbecue pork.
Barbecue to fried or something. But we got lima beans, so you want to pick up some more of them butter noodles that we had the other night? That was so daggum good.
Some cheese and broccoli.
No, they wasn't cheese. They were butter and chive, something like that. But there wasn't no broccoli in it. They're just butter and noodles. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But whatever it is, damn, you scared the shit out of me. Kielbasa and kraut.
Kielbasa.
And mac and cheese. That sounds gross combination. But
No, that would be awesome.
and then of course Carrie goes, yummy.
Yes.
We're
I'm
gonna-
a sauerkraut fan.
We're gonna heat up the lima beans. So get some of them butter noodles, and we'll have butter noodles and pork chops and leftover limas.
Do we have milk?
No, I don't think there's milk in there. And if there is, there ain't much. I cooked a big old a big old meal last night, and it was so freaking good. We had baked asparagus and fried chicken and lima beans, and I'm missing something. Mac and cheese.
I'll be back as soon as possible.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Italian loves you. Deuce says loves you, Italian. So you love what? Yes, please do have a great day. Yep, tonight I'm taking the night off cooking, and we're gonna let Deuce cook. That's all it is. That's really all it is, because they're just coming into adulthood, and I'm not going to necessarily say that teenagers or young adults are not equipped to live their life, but do they really understand the complexity of bills and all the crap that we deal with? No, but as they grow, they learn. But to be throwing debt on the young people at that early of an age in the guise of college is not cool to me. Yeah, I mean, there's certain careers that you're going to have to go to school for. But that's just like he used teacher as an example. Teachers are not teaching anymore. I watched a short on freaking YouTube this morning where a teacher is bitching and raising hell because one of her students refuses to honor her gender, and had him try to get him kicked out of her class. And how this is Pride Month, and how they are making the kids in some schools dress up in rainbow, that it's mandatory. And did y'all hear what the kids did in retaliation to that? Has anybody seen it? Carol says, and they're not only going in debt from the college, but they hand out credit cards to them like crazy, right? Because they want to put them in debt. Drifter Shelley, hello, and welcome to the chat. You'll have to watch my short to find it. The latest short that I put on, go into my page. There's a video that's there, and it's called the Patriot Challenge. Watch it, and that's the challenge. It tells you exactly what it is about in the video. Okay, the challenge is, how many flags and patriotic items was in the camera? Yeah, but you're welcome. So yeah, we just when it's all said and done, you have to learn to look at our world as, I hate to say it, but I will say it. You have to look at it analytically from a conspiracy theorist view. Everything that they have done and set up is to attack the basis. Because, hey, if they can put you in debt before you get married, then you're going to stay in debt. I came from generations of teachers. I know what's up. I homeschooled, right? Yes, the kids wore red, white, and blue and tore the pride posters down, and it was awesome. And she is just all up in arms about it. God forbid she got her panties in a wad. Right. My sister-in-law did that and never went to college one day. It's just, for some people, depending on what you want to do, I would recommend it. But for my kids, they don't want to be doctors and lawyers and crap like that. And all lawyers are is 8 years of teaching you how to lie well. Yep, they sure did. The student body got together and said, nope, we're not doing it. and their parents dressed them in red, white, and blue and sent them to school, I would be the mom to do that too. Just like I told my mom, I got a call from the school one day, and the lady calls, and I've said this story several times, so if you've already heard it, forget it. Don't worry about it. But I got a call from school, one of the schools the other day, telling me that they wanted to, or when school was in, they wanted to talk to me about Gregory. I asked the lady, I said, who in the heck is Gregory? I said, did you call the wrong parent? She's like, no, but that's what Christopher prefers to be called. I said, I don't care what Christopher prefers. I told her, I said, I don't care what Christopher prefers to be called. I named him Christopher, and he's going to be called Christopher until he becomes 18. Yeah, and see, that's the clincher right there, Carol. It's not common sense at all. If it was common, everybody would have it. No, it's not common sense. What they're talking about is the ability to think outside the box, or the ability to really think for yourself. That's your common sense. Drifter Shelley says, my daughter went to college because the field she wanted to be in. My son didn't and has a successful business. Correct. And sometimes it's not the best move. And understand that you're going to go to college and you're also going to start out your life in debt. If you don't have a scholarship, that's the way it's going to go. And paying for an education is not cheap. So the biggest person to be worried about is the person who educates themselves and takes no account from anyone at face value. You find out for yourself. Don't depend on no one, your husband, your mother, your parents, your family, your church, your pastor, a coworker. Don't let anybody tell you how to vote or how to make decisions or who to believe and who not to believe. What you do is, if you have any doubts whatsoever, instead of just kissing everybody's butt and doing what's expected, take the time to sit down and find out for yourself what the truth of the matter is, and then make your own conclusions. Drifter Shelley says, my daughter got scholarships and has paid off all her loans, and that's good. Luke Baker, I hope to see you back. Nina says, I graduated in 76 and a trucking company gave me a chance without a degree. They taught me what they wanted me to do and how to do it, basically. Carol says, I think it's funny that my son was just told at work they aren't allowed to call him the general foreman anymore. He is the general foreperson. That's stupid. That's stupid. That don't even make sense.
Can we bring the TV in our room?
Nope. That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's just like all these pronouns. Me and this school system can go round and round. Round and round. We done went round and round last year. We went round and round over the computers. I told them if they couldn't come in there and couldn't keep the computers at the school, that I'd turn them back in. Finally, they stopped sending them home. My 12 and 13-year-old is not mature enough to be in charge of a computer. That's why they don't have a tablet, a game system, a cell phone, and all of that. Because of the abuse, and because I don't want them watching that stupid stuff to begin with. I think so too. Uh, you could go to tech school, Carrie, and it would do just as good. Yep, they to a degree, to a degree. We've always been where we're not really around water, although I grew up around water. Difference in location. So we've been limited on what we've been allowed to do. Ha 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 ha. Drifter Shelley, I love that. I love that. That's funny. You know, I look at it this way. I think every member of Congress and every member of Senate and every judge and everybody out there making all the decisions for how we live our life should have to live on minimum wage for what, at least 10 years. And then I guarantee you, I bet you their perception would change. 90% of the people who's got real plushy jobs knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. Or they called in a friend or whatever. They have an advantage somewhere. That's what's up. Shelly, that's what's up. All kids need to be taken out tonight to fish and hunt, and it keeps them off the computers also. Yep. My boys, they're watching the TV. Yeah, they got TV, but it isn't hooked to the internet. So they only have basic channels. And even then, I have to still be careful what they watch. There is no telling. I can tell you what I think. I think a bunch of money hungry, power hungry, um, like people sat down and they come up with all the taxes we pay. They come up with the Fed. They come up with everything to oppress the American people and to keep supporting them because they want to sit on their ass and not do nothing and just get rich. Again, Carol, I agree with you, but common sense is just not common. I don't even know why they call it common sense because they want us to think it's common. It's not. Common sense isn't common. It's being able again to be a free thinker, to think for yourself, to do your own research, to draw your own conclusions, to make your own way and do it without kissing everybody's butt doing it. Virtual says, I feel you for raising kids now. I thought I had hard, hun. I was wrong. Oh, Larry raised the fur on her neck. Well, I was telling Deuce, I was like, we finally got a troll. We finally got a troll in our chat. We finally got a troll. What's up, Trouble? Stu loves me more. She changes it every day. Yesterday it was cotton ball something. Trouble, are you having a good day? So, Drifter Sally, what brings you in our chat? Virtual, you are just hilarious. I love having you in the chat. I love all of my peoples. I've saw y'all so much in other chats. It's awesome. But when we see new people come in, that's good too. Carol Burton, my son is teaching all that to his grandsons. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I think it's important, just like I got a small garden, you need to teach them how to deal with plants, to grow their own crop, in case there's ever a day when they have to do it just to eat. So, but yeah, this is basically what this is, Drifter, is It's a family. We're all patriots. We're freedom fighters. We love our Bill of Rights and our Constitution. We love our republic. We do not and will not ever consider the United States being a democracy because it's not. You'll hear a lot of chitter chatter in here about different things. But I've done a lot of research on my own. Okay, I got you. All right, good deal. So 1776 and the movement. That's good. Let's see. Now teachers go by. Let me see what you're saying because it's not showing. MX. That's cool. I'm glad to see you here. Ain't it though? It's hard. It's hard, especially now that everybody's kind of doing their own stuff and they're all kind of spaced out. That's awesome. I'm glad you're in chat. Welcome to the chat. So some of the names I may not recognize.
Konnichiwa.
But the chat knows you, so that's good. And that's what it all comes down to me. It's a family, and we're going to be a family, and we're going to stick together too, might I add. We're going to stick together. We got good people, and everybody has different roles they play, and I'm thankful to each and every person that's always in my chat. Drifter says it's lonely out here in California. I wait to get out of here, but I won't leave my mom-in-law here alone. Why don't the two of you move? Does she not want to leave California? I couldn't imagine wanting to live there. Troublemaker will get you in trouble. Oh, she was born and raised there. Yeah, the California she was born into probably ain't nothing like the California of the old days. He's doing better today, I think. He just left to go to the store, and he's going to cook dinner, but we'll see. I don't know. He's been kind of, since we got up this morning, he's been kind of quiet, and he's in his own podcast, so who knows? He'll jump in and out of our chat. And I know he does it because he knows stuff that I talk about in chat a lot. I used to think he quit watching it, but he does. He just don't say nothing about it. Drifter Shelley says, I own a mobile home free and clear in Colorado, but want to go to my son's 17 acres in Ohio. Carol Burton, my mod, is from Ohio. And you can send your key to the Colorado complex to me because we got family there. I'll take it. Virgil says, I would leave. Well, go back up. I would leave California just because of what experts are saying about the coming big earthquake. Yeah, that's true. And when it does, it's going to knock off half the state, if not the whole thing. My father left California in 87 and only ever went back to bury his parents. That was it until he passed. California, it's always been, you got to consider, y'all just think about it. All of the power players that's in this whole elite madness is in Cali. Silicon Valley's in California, where they make all the microchips. They got the main headquarters to Disney there. They got Hollywood, which is nothing but pedoville. And you got all this stuff being done, and it's all in one state. Now, has it not drifted to the other states? Yes, it has. But there's not a concentration of people with those values in one spot as much as Cali, in my opinion. And I listen to Santa, and Santa talks a lot about Ohio really taking a bad turn. So just think twice before you make a move to anywhere. That's just like Texas. Everybody talks like Texas is the place to be. But this is our governor in Texas, Governor Abbott, who sat on his ass for 3.5 years and lets people pour into the border like he ain't got no control over it, like he can't do something. The reason he's not doing anything is because he's been paid to ignore it. And the reason he didn't finish the wall is because he's one of Biden's cronies. And he is most definitely a World Economic Forum crony. Drifter Shelley says, I was born and raised in Colorado. California was a culture shock. AB 957, if passed in California, will spread across the country. It's bad. All right, hold on. Let me find out what that is. AB 957. Let's educate the chat. AB 957. Let's see what we got. All right, hold on. All right. Let's see what it's about. All right. Existing law governs the determination of child custody and visitation in contested proceedings and requires the court for purposes of deciding custody to determine the best interest of the child based on certain factors, including, among other things, the health, safety, and welfare of the child. The bill, for purposes of the provision, would include a parental affirmation of the child's gender identity as part of the health, safety, and welfare of the child. Did you hear that, people? The bill, for purposes of this provision, would include a parental's affirmation of the child's gender identity as part of the health, safety, and welfare of the child. So, what they're saying is if you disagree with the gender of a child because they want to be transgender, then guess what? They can snatch your child. Not yet. I have not gotten okra. Right. They can take your kids. That's absolutely correct. And you know what? I guarantee you, half the people in California have no idea that bill's fixing to get passed. Just like AB 2223. That one, Drifter Shelley got by too. I'll be right back, y'all. I got to go to the bathroom. Sorry about that, y'all. Uncle Deuce is coming out. I'm gonna let him talk to y'all.
So last night, gas went up 35 cents a gallon. For those who can't add, that's $3.35 every
Right there,
10
it's
gallons.
pointing this way anyway.
Just one thought. Second thought is I now can buy shrimp at a third the price that I can buy, not an expensive, the cheapest steak that we can buy at Walmart. Just a thought. I mean, shrimp used to be a specialty meat. I used to go, oh man, tonight I'm going to have a special dinner of shrimp. It's at like $5.50 a pound. Our steak minimum is $15 a pound now. It's insane. Anyways, there you go, chat. Y'all have fun.
Virtual Production says that you have got to get you some okra because he said okra is good and is productive for your IBS. He said eat okra
Okay.
often. Here's the chat. Let me go to the bathroom and you talk to chat.
I thought you just went.
No, I hadn't been yet. I come out here with you. I went in to go to the bathroom. Hey, y'all. I'll be back, baby.
Yes, Carol. Shrimp is cheaper than hamburger. It shouldn't be like that either. I mean, this is Texas. There's beef everywhere. Cows be everywhere down here. Yeah, we do asparagus here. Lots of asparagus. We do okra. A little less now. It's getting expensive. Lots of pork and chicken. I think she's tired of chicken for a while. But it's 50 cents a pound. Cheap protein. Yeah, we've got okra planted. Looks like we need to do some gardening. I like chicken. What do you mainly eat, Kathy? We do we do lots of chicken and pork. Pork is good. Kathy likes junk. Yeah, we actually don't do that here. It's pretty much all home cooking.
Walking away.
Here you go. You still have tea. Yes, you got tea. I'm gonna take the last of the tea. Sorry.
It's all right.
Thirsty.
The kids are hitting us hard. Did you get tea bags, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. I had to go to the restroom. I don't. He never did tell me what he bought tonight for dinner. He never did say.
This thing, she's about to go in the backyard now.
Go.
I want to see.
Go in the house.
Why don't you want me outside every time?
Because I don't.
You just don't.
I don't do junk food much. That stuff will kill you. And see, and not only that too, but and me and Deuce was talking about this last night, y'all. I sat him down and I told him, I said, well, let me tell you something. I said, I will admit that because of my cigarette smoking, that my lungs are not the greatest. And that aside from that, I've never had problems with cholesterol, never had high blood pressure, never had high or low blood sugar other than when I just don't eat. All this other stuff. I just don't battle that, but I also don't eat out very often. And it's certainly not a way of life for me. You know, it's not one of them things where, oh my God, if I don't get fast food, I'm going to die. I'm not like that. I would rather make a really good home cooked meal at home and just like, God Almighty.
I'm sorry for yelling at you. Will you forgive me?
Yeah, they do.
Will you forgive me?
Yes.
Wait.
Now, they cost a lot of money and they're bad on your, they're bad on everything. The meat is contaminated. I watched Z Media and Celeste Solemn for eating out or junk food. I'm gonna have to check into those virtual. Let me see if you got a range. No, you don't. Carol, do you think you can find them two links or that link and post it so we can all sub? I'd really like to see that. Let's see. Yeah, he's feeling better. My husband cooks. No need for eating out or junk food, right? Tracy says, "Hey, Uncle, are you feeling better today?" He went back inside, babe. Hey, gotta go. Love you all. It's called synthetic biology. It's disgusting. Yep, she goes to the local meat market. Um, watch Z Media and Celeste. All right, first let me find Z Media. Let me back up. Z News? Virtual? Is it Z News? Please quit coming in and out.
You can have that.
Damn, he's getting on my nerve. Yep, they're $9. They're supposed to be doing more and more of that. Hold on, let me back up. I've missed it. All right, virtual. I really need those links. I tell you what I'll do. I tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Let me close this out. Everybody hit that like button for me if you haven't already. We need to get. I'm ready to get my stuff where I can go on YouTube. Drifter south of me. All right, let's see. Shelley says cigarettes in California went to 138 a carton in October. I started rolling my own and donate half of what I save to Freedom Me. That's awesome. Growing meat with stem cells is what that's about. All right, trouble. All right, virtual. Hold on. Now, I just gave you a wrench. Go in there and put them links in for us. All right, like I said, I just gave you a wrench so you could go in and you can post both of them links. Let's all sub to these. This is talking about our food supply. This is important. My beer is $23 a case everywhere off base, and on base it's only $15. The base prices are awesome. Whether it doesn't matter what it is, just about it. They're my neighbor. Okay, I'd appreciate it. Because those channels I would really like to be involved in. Because I have always, and I've said it on here several times, and there's people in here that know that I am convinced that our food is not legit. Like our meats and shit we buy at the grocery store, yeah. I've been saying if there was a way that we could test them. They are. Budweiser's gonna be paying for that shit for a long time. The chat's talking about it. One of the ladies says, I hear Bud Light is real cheap. They are practically giving it away because nobody will drink it. It don't matter if it's made by Anheuser-Busch, it's a wrap. Yeah. They make Natural Light too, don't they? Yep. That's what I thought. Natural Light is the cheapest beer there is, really. Drifter Sally says, I haven't had alcohol since God said to me, it is no longer about what others have done to you. It's about what you are doing to yourself. 27 years on July the 13th. Awesome. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. I think this is the longest live we've had. If not, it's close. Bud Light advertisement for less than $6 a case. Yippers, they can give it away. They can't give it away. I'm telling you, and see, that's where we, the people, need to get together and go after all of these companies doing this. The one thing that they love the most is money. They love money more than they love anything. So their love for money, if you take the money out of the equation, you know. Drifter says, and on July 28th, we are celebrating our 43 years of marriage. Cool beans. That's awesome. I love to hear people married that long. It is so cool. I don't think me and Deuce will make it 43 years because I don't think either one of us will live 40 more years. But if we do, I'd rather die with my baby. Remember when Old Milwaukee was the cheapest? Yep. It was the cheapest and it was also the strongest. Remember Mad Dog 2020, y'all? How many of you drank Mad Dog 2020? Uh-oh. Y'all still see camera? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, it's okay then. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I couldn't find them. Okay, there's 3 E's in Z Media, so let me see if I can find it. Z News is what I keep coming up with. Oh, it's on Rumble. I don't have Rumble. I got to get a new Rumble account or either get into my old one. Yeah. Okay, so let me go down. Nina. I celebrate July 7th, 31st, 31 years of marriage. Man, y'all making me feel like I'm doing a bad job. We're barely at a year. We're not even at a year. Oh, okay. You made a new Rumble account. I'm going to have to get into Rumble then. And I've got to. I got to see what this man's got. Hot damn, how you doing? I got a Patriot challenge. Everybody hit the like button for me. That's not the Patriot challenge. I got a short. Hey Cindy, I got a short on my page explaining what's going on. I said I was going to do it yesterday, and I decided to do it just to see who'll play along. Good marriages, long marriages is excellent. I know that that's trash. I know that um Carolyn has been married a while. Okay, hold on. I just saw a link. Hold on. Celeste is here. Okay, got it. Subscribe. See if you can find Z. Everybody looking, I couldn't find it either. You know, I'll put it to you this way. I might have used my whole life to find Uncle Deuce, but now that I have, I can't imagine being with anybody else. I love him. He is a very sweet gentleman most of the time. Everybody has their moments. This if when me and Deuce get married, that'll be my second and last marriage. I won't ever do it again. He wants to know how you did it. Cindy says, so horrible for the peeps that passed away in the sub. Had to turn TV off, and here we are with smiles. Thanks all. Well, that's the reason, I didn't watch the coverage this morning, but I did watch some of it yesterday. And yes, it was sad. And Shelly says, and when he's not, just spit on him. Oh, Deuce, if I ever get married again, it'll be Deuce. And if I don't marry Deuce, I won't ever get married again. I promise you. Now the temp is going up. It's 89. We started out at 81 this morning, remember? This is the hottest part of the day right here. This is usually when I have to go in. I wasn't able to find Z Media. I just wasn't able to find it. I found Z News. I don't know if that's the same thing. We lived together for 4 years and knew we would live together forever. Well, I put it to you this way. I think that me and Deuce took on a lot, and we had to deal with the kids being mad because we're together, and now they got another person telling them what to do, and all this other stuff. I mean, it is unreal, unreal. What it's just the whole situation is crazy. I mean, if the American people really knew what we're eating, and then they're putting stuff in it, and instead of like us having cows to grow ourselves, they want us to have genetically altered cows in a petri dish. No, thank you. Let's go back. My second hubby passed in 95 with cancer, and my hubby now lived across the street and put me under his wing and been with me ever since. Aw. Marriage is a full-time job, communications, and lots of love. I had 2 kids before I got married again, and all's well. Do what makes you happy, absolutely. Our marriage was broken at one point, but we both turned to God, swallowed our egos. I did a study on the power of praying. Wife, the power of praying, the power of a praying wife by Stormy McGarten for 3 years. With God, everything's possible. All right, we found Z Media. Let me subscribe to that. Oh, it's a lady. Okay, cool beans. Thank you, virtual. See, that's why, when it comes down to it, we're here to help each other. I'd never heard of these 2 people. And if virtual wouldn't have been in here, neither had y'all. So let's do our homework. And the next time I come in here, I'm going to watch some of his videos virtual, and I'm going to get back to you because that's awesome. And both channels just gave some subs. No, both of them cost money and it's pointless. And that's one thing me and Deuce have talked about. I don't want to go and spend a bunch of money to get married. It's ridiculous. All right, I'm fixing to lose my hotspot, y'all, because the phone is overheating. So I am fixed to have to end the live. I'm sorry. It's fixed to kick y'all out. And let me get off here and let me actually charge my phone. And later tonight, I might try to go back live after everything else. I'm so sorry. It just sent me a notification. It's fixed to shut it off. I can talk until it does. And I think that's what I told Deuce. I said, I'd rather just like get married at your mom's house and it be a very quiet ceremony. And of course, we can go live, but not a lot of other people there. And enjoy yourself by going and spending your money on a honeymoon that's nice. Oh, Lord, I am not cute. What did I say that was cute? Yeah, I can't be cute. That's not good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. A backyard wedding just like the old days. Justice of peace and love. That's right. And it cost $10. But that was back then. Now it costs about 100. Yep, that's it. Yeah, honeymoon in a tent on the beach. Don't regret it. Will you please grab my charging box? I need it.
What's up, man?
My phone's fixed to die, Deuce. So, my first marriage, we had a horse and buggy, went to Niagara Falls for the honeymoon, but this time a small wedding due to cost and no honeymoon. I'd like to go on a honeymoon with Deuce, but if we did, it would be something like we go see Carol, we go see one of our chatters. It would be something really, really small.
Will that work? Oh, you need it.
Just hold on. I don't have a battery backup, and I fixed to plug it into the wall. I do have an extension cord. The chat's been going so good, I don't want to lose it. So, because it's been a long time since I've had, my chat just jumped up to 13. It's been a long time since I've had numbers like this. So, no, I need a box, a plug box. It's not taking that. Our dog was his best man. That's hilarious. Hold on. Hopefully it won't kill over before I can get it plugged in, y'all. Hold on.
Hey, chat. If you want some fun,
I just need the box.
if you want to have some fun, Roseanne Barr started up a podcast, and her second episode is with James O'Keefe.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not BSing.
Is she on YouTube still?
Yeah. YouTube,
Oh, Roseanne Barr
and James O'Keefe.
and James O'Keefe have joined up. Them two together. Can you imagine?
Yeah, you can't make that up.
And just our luck, the main at the street broke and they had to shut off the water due to the wedding. That's crazy. First marriage was an expensive wedding, grown, and second, plain and simple and cheap. That's what I want to do. I love Deuce. I want to marry him, but I want it to be inexpensive. There is no sense in us going into Hawk to get married.
No, we're going to go to Vegas.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas.
We are not going to Vegas to get married. No, we're not.
Get married.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're getting married by Elvis.
No, we're not. He just wants. He just wants to gamble.
No.
We will not go to Vegas. Do you hear me? I am not no Vegas. My neighbor always making all that noise. Come over here. Don't think I won't, Shelly. Don't think I won't. I told my mother-in-law that, and she just almost died. Everybody says not on Vegas. No, we're not going. We're not going there. No. A Ruby Dive girl just went live. I'm sure I'm fixing to lose some of y'all. No Vegas. No. I'd rather, you know what? I would really like to find me. What I would like to do is to take the wedding down to Georgia and get married right there at the lake above my dad's house. That is the most beautiful scenery. It's cool. It's canopied. And you don't get a more beautiful view than that. That's what I would like to do. I don't know if I could get him to do it, but that's what I would like to do. What is FEM? Hot damn says, I got 2 phones. I am not leaving. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're sticking with me. I'm glad y'all are sticking with me. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you go into my shorts, find the Patriot Challenge, and watch the video and do the Patriot Challenge, y'all. Freedom Express Media, I love them. I love David too. Love it. Love it. Oh, and by the way, to all the chat, Nina Rice has stepped up to the plate. She has offered a anniversary option for Deuce and I, and looks like Deuce and I will be traveling to Hagerstown. And I have a purpose for doing it. Okay, gotcha. I have a purpose for doing it. We're going to be, he's going to get to meet Glory B. We'll get to see Third, hopefully, and Freedom Jeffrey, and we'll get to meet Jamie Crow face to face. And when we're all said and done, we want to link it all together and get everybody together. And that's what it's all about. Three layers with different fruits in it, so maybe for strength. Who knows? She could have told us, and it was just a tipping over. Glad it didn't. What? Chris, will you please stop coming outside? You are the reason I yell at you is because you were the main one who does it. That air conditioner is on, and we are trying to keep the house cool. You come out here every 5 minutes. Go inside.
I was gonna ask you if I could go take a walk. Or just
Not now. It's too hot to go out there now.
When I can use a damp rag and put it around.
So you can walk later.
Really?
See, stop. I know, and I love Georgia. I miss home so bad. Jamie Crow is your neighbor. That's awesome. Well, we're coming to Hagerstown, so we're going to get together with everybody close. We're not going to Vegas. Y'all need to come to San Antonio so we can meet y'all. My uncle's in San Antonio, Tracy. See, I need funding. Me and Deuce are barely scraping by. If y'all want to do something like that, y'all need to send some money to my Cash App. I don't want to monetize the channel, but I'm just saying we don't have the extra money and I can't get enough people in here to really grow. So I want to do some things with y'all for sure. That's crazy. I don't care. I don't do that. They need to keep the AC in the house. I just haven't done it. And we don't have enough people, Cindy, to do it. I mean, we just really don't. I mean, 14 people is big here lately. I hadn't had 14 people in here in a long time. So we literally are just really struggling financially. Deuce is having a hard time finding a job, and we're both looking, and it's hard. You know, and yes, we could use the blessings, but the only thing we have is Cash App and PayPal, and the information's on my page. Both of the accounts are listed right there on my About page. One of the mods can put the Cash App in there. But yeah, we just, right now, gas, just like Deuce said, gas has went up another 30 cents. And we are struggling with everything. There's so much stuff I need. I mean, I can't even get the supplies to decorate my wreath that I want to give to one of the members. Money's just that tight, y'all. We can't do it. And very seldom do I ask y'all for anything because I just don't have enough people to worry about trying to do it. If y'all did, y'all just be helping all the time. Tracy said I would help y'all out, but my truck needs to go to the shop, and right now it's going to cost $4,500 to be repaired. I understand because we've got a motor that needs to be put in that envoy that y'all see in the picture right there, and that's why it's not running, and it's the only vehicle we got big enough to carry us all. Why am I spinning on the screen? all of a sudden. I'm really buffering. Yeah, I get it. But I know, too, there are some people that was involved in the movement that was just good people. And they were in the movement and they worked their ass off. And me and Uncle Deuce are two of those people. I think I lost my Wi-Fi signal on my backup phone. I have to wait till payday. I already donated all of my donation budget this month, right? And Carrie's musings. It's okay. I can move it if I need to, Daniel. Okay, let me go down. They do. They do. They do. Um, Now the check engine light's on. And then Stu says, Yepers, just glad hubby took the gravel hauler job. He didn't want to haul gravel. Wanted wanted today wanted today refer, but he took it because we need the money. That's right. Figure out the cost of a wedding and set up a gift sends and go. I haven't done that yet. If I can nail him down a little bit, and we would. I mean, it's just we haven't done it, but I can work on it. I can work on it. Uh, Virtual says I understand. I would help you, but before you're live, I promised my sister rent money. July 1st, I'm driving it out to her Saturday. That's awesome. Trouble says we got to do what we got to do. Hell, I would work at Mickey D's if I had to. It's gonna, the bad thing is it's gonna hurt us for me to go work too. Right now, if Deuce ain't working, it's gonna hurt us more than help us if I work. Whereas if he works, it'll be better. Hold on. One patriot was a live streamer and was told he was using the money for drugs. Hope that isn't a true story. It depends on which live streamer it is. Yeah, I got paid once a month, and in the name of the Lord, send some of my tithe to other streamers, right? That's the way we all did it. I sent Convoy Santa money, the movement money. I used to send Glory Be money a lot more than I do now. But I used to help out where I could, even if it was $5 here, $6 there, $10, whatever you had. And I do too. I get paid once a month too. So I get it. If any of you guys know anyone that's got a RV that works but needs a little work or whatever, y'all let me know because we're trying to find one. They sure do. They sure do. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. What they don't realize is that to do all these things, you got to have the support of the chat. With Deuce and I just starting out, we don't have all that. So we're just doing the best we can. But I'll say it like this. If you feel led to help out, send a little Cash App donation. The information's on the page. I'm not going to post it in. It's on the page, Tracy. Let me see if I can type it in. I don't know if it'll let me or not. Let me see if I can share it first. Let's see. So, shit. Hold on a second, y'all. I can't put it in there. I can't put it in there. It won't even let me type on here. Someone else is gonna have to do it. It's on my about page on the page. It's there. But my phone has disconnected from the hotspot. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get it back. Okay, I think I got it back, y'all. All right, hold on just a second. All right, hold on just a second. Hold on. I got my connection back, so hold on. Come on. Here we go. All right, I can. Hold on a second. Yeah, it did because I checked. I had to turn my hotspot back on. All right, here we go. There it is, y'all. That's the official link. It is, but I just posted it. I finally figured out how to do it. I'm still YouTube. I'm still YouTube illiterate, y'all. I'm still YouTube illiterate. Uh, let's see. Drifter Shelley, that's horrible. Peeps around here talk on with their TV stations, and then the person gets the help they need. That and they've been monetized through YouTube. See, we're not monetized yet. And even if I get a chance to get monetized, I don't know that I will. Y'all hold on. Let me move my plants to where they can get water. Hold on. Hey Daniel, I think to move my plants up some. Woo, that felt good. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Uh, Send me your address to me on my Proton email, double deuces. Hold on a second, Carrie. Let me take care of that. I probably have to go to your page. Let me go to about. Carrie's Musings at proton.me. Okay. I think I already have an email in my thing from you. Okay, send me your address. Gotcha. Hold on just a second, Carrie. Judy, Cactus, Italian. Hold on just a second. Uh, Hold on just a minute. I'm doing it, Carrie. Carrie's KERRYS musings at proton.me. Okay. Carrie's musings at proton.me. Gotcha. Go inside. What you need?
What is bubble?
I don't know. Go inside. What do you need other than that?
I want to know if I can do that.
Not now. Y'all got to let it cool off some.
It's cool out here.
It is not cool out here.
How is it?
Could we please not argue with me, Bob?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mom,
What?
is it okay after the live if I could make a video?
No, y'all aren't doing videos today. It depends on what the house looks like. All right, Carrie, I'm hitting the send button now. It should be on your way. Okay, let's go back up. I missed some chat sending that email. Hold on a minute. I've sent you your email, Carrie. Yep, it sure could. You just need to find the right person. That's all that is. You just need to find the right person to help you. Maybe what we need to do is just pray for God to send you that person. Whatever that person is. Or whoever the person is. This show ain't helping. Yeah, he does. That's awesome. We need to pray for God to send the right person in to help her. You're welcome. Oh, so a give citizen go may work. Um, Especially if we could really, really push it in the chats, like the big chats, like Stormtrooper and other places. But yeah, um, it's possible, I guess. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off at the 3 hour mark. I love each and every one of you. I've had an awesome live today. I cannot believe we have been live for 3 hours. But we had an awesome live. We have talked about a lot of stuff. We got some new subs as far as some new channels to go to and check out. You guys, please don't forget the Patriot Challenge. Please, please, please don't forget it. I need everybody to share it anywhere you can, and let's get this interesting. Every person that watches it outside of our group could be another sub for the channel. So yeah, it's hard for me too. Um, but sometimes it's just necessary. We love each other and we're a family, and that's the only way to be. So you guys take care. I love y'all. And Nina, I'll call you in a little while. Okay. Everybody have a nice day. Be blessed. And thank you for tuning in so long.